Hello, my dear friend. I'm happy to welcome you to my channel. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more helpful videos about health and everyday life. Give this video a big thumbs up, it really motivates me to keep creating simple and valuable content for you. Now let's get started, it's going to be interesting and useful. If you want a flat stomach and a rock-solid corset, you first need to understand what you're actually training. Your abdominal wall isn't one vague six-pack, but 4 layers, the superficial rectus abdominis, RA, the external and internal obliques, EO/IO, and the deepest transversus abdominis, TA. Together they form a cylinder that hugs the spine and internal organs. Whenever you lift something heavy, these muscles create intra-abdominal pressure that locks the lumbar spine in place, just like a lifting belt. When one layer lags, the cylinder warps, cube-shaped abs turn into lower back tightness. Why crunches aren't a magic bullet? Classic crunches do light up the RA, but they almost ignore the TA and the anti-rotational job of the obliques. Electromyography shows, during abwheel rollouts or hanging knee raises, RA activity hits 80 to 90% of max voluntary contraction, whereas a crunch tops out at 45 to 55%. An anti-rotation move like the Pallof press wakes the obliques nearly twice as well as a floor bicycle. The 5 laws of uptraining. Progressive overload. Every week make the move harder, longer range, a band, or an unstable surface. Plane balance. Cycle through flexion, anti-flexion, planks, antilateral flexion, side planks, and anti-rotation. Frequency. 2 to 3 sessions a week with at least 48 hours of rest lets collagen fibers rebuild. Breathing. Forceful exhale in the effort peak fires the TA and eases disc pressure. Neutral pelvis. A slight posterior tilt before each rep sets the lumbar curve to safe mode. Persistent myths. Upper versus lower abs. They're the same muscle sheet, the hip angle changes what you feel. Spot fat loss. Body fat is tapped system-wide, so without a calorie deficit stay under a fat blanket. Daily hundreds of reps, overworked tendons pay you back with pain while hypertrophy stalls. Test yourself. Hit a forearm plank. If you last 60 seconds with a neutral spine, you've got baseline core strength, less than that means your diaphragm and TA are weak. A tape measure works too, waist to hip ratio should drop over time. Once you're comfortable doing 3 sets of 12 abwheel rollouts, move on to weighted versions. Posture and the guy wire effect. Picture your spine as a flagpole and your trunk muscles as guy wires pulling from all sides. The moment one wire slackens, the free end wobbles, that's the low back ache after long sitting. By tightening abs and glutes you tension the pole. Even the simple habit of pulling ribs down while walking trains the TA isometrically. Don't suck the belly in, gently knit the ribs down while breathing 360 degrees. Singers and powerlifters learn this drill first. Time for practice. Below is a 4-week cycle that builds motor control and gradual strength. It's home-friendly, you need only a mat and a Swiss ball, a cushion works. Slot it on days without heavy squats or dead so your back gets ample rest. Weeks 1 and 2, activation. Warm up, 5 minutes cat-camel, lateral rib breathing, micro-plank resets, session, dead bug, 3x12, 2-1-2, front plank, 3x30s reverse crunch, 3 times 10 rest 60s between sets, breathing through a straw to calm your CNS. Weeks 3 and 4, overload. Warm up, add bird dog 2x10 each side, session, plank with arm reach, 3x10 per side Swiss ball crunch, 3 times 15 side plank, 3x25s per side pause bumps to 75s, intensity is higher. Tempo stays 2-1-2, drive phase on an exhale. The 2x2 rule. When you can do 2 extra reps in 2 consecutive sets, upgrade, longer range, band around thighs, or single side version. Progress without endlessly extending workouts. Progress checks. Plank to failure. Baseline is the average of 3 trials. 4 weeks later retest. A greater than or equal to 15% jump means better neuromuscular control. Waist tape. Measure in the morning, same spot. -2 centimeters is solid. If unchanged, audit food. RPE scale. Finish the last set around 8 of 10, lowers overtraining odds. FAQ. Cardio. Fine, but run/ride on a different day. Tired hip flexors ruin plank form. Stretching. After the session hold a 2x30s Sphinx chest opener to unload the iliopsoas fascia. Session length. With warm-up, 25 min data show 81% of beginners stick to workouts under 30 minutes, only 42% keep up longer ones. Pitfalls to dodge. Shoulder sag in planks. Pin your scapulae to your back pockets, load shifts from traps to abs. Swinging legs in reverse crunch. Move starts from pelvic tilt, not knee flick. Breath holding. Tension leaks into the neck, fatigue hits early. Integrate this cycle with your main lifting plan, but keep heavy vertical presses and ab work at least a day apart. Fresh serratus anterior stabilize the bar overhead. Even a great base grows stale, that's a plateau. Shifting the needle and carving razor-sharp abs takes weighted moves, new force vectors, and smart fueling. Load is the fast lane. Cable crunch. Kneel by the pulley, rope behind your head, crunch ribs toward pelvis. A 5 to 10 kg load spikes RA activation to 90% MBIC, hanging leg raise with a kettlebell between feet, a trial by fire for TA and hip flexors. Lift legs to chest line, lower under control, ab will roll out with a weight vest. Doubles the torque, yet still joint friendly if the core is braced. Dynamic anti-moves. Add landmine anti-rotation presses and body saw planks. EMG shows they double oblique work versus a standard plank. Periodization. Alternate 3-week strength blocks, 4 to 6 reps, 3-minute rest, with endurance blocks, 15 to 20 reps, 60s rest. Over 9 weeks trunk strength climbs 17% on average. Nutrition for visible definition. Calorie deficit, 300 to 500 kilocalories below maintenance. Protein, greater than or equal to 1. 6g/kg lean body mass across 3 to 4 meals. Sups, creatine 3 to 5g and omega-3, EPA plus DHA, 1 to 2g aid muscular endurance. Local fat burners, don't target belly fat. Abs grow between workouts. Rule number 1, 7 to 9h of sleep to maximize protein synthesis. Functional massage and light stretching reduce perceived DOMS, though they don't speed tissue repair. The big 3 errors. Daily obsessions. Meta-analyses show a 28% drop in strength gains versus 48-hour spacing. Excess lumbar flexion in crunches. Spinal compression reaches 300 N, brushing the safety limit. Hands yanking the neck. Overload cervical extensors and steals focus from the abs. Tracking tools. Weekly progress photos in consistent light. Benchmarks, front plank 120s and hollow hold greater than 60s equals sport-ready core endurance. If available, ultrasound can track TA thickness, plus or minus 0.2 mm error. References. American College of Sports Medicine. Physical Activity Guidelines and Resistance Exercise for Health, 2023 to 2024. Cortez Perez I, et al. Electromyographic comparison of an abdominal rise on a ball with a traditional crunch, 2022. Oliveira R, et al. Effects of additional hip adduction during plank on abdominal activation, 2016. Prisco, et al. The Role of Trunk Training for Physical Fitness and Sport-Specific Performance, 2021. Zhang H. et al. Comparison of Core Stability Exercises, Ultrasound Study, 2024. Cho E. et al. Core Muscle Activation in Males and Females During Plank Variations, 2025.